What's going on, guys? We are back here with an Afterpulse video, although it's not going to be gameplay or anything like that. So if you only want to watch gameplay, then check out some of my other videos. But we're here on my website, currently oldmanwillis.com. That domain may change in the near future. Check the description if you're watching this at a later date, or my future videos for any updates. But going over a guide on the Afterpulse wiki here today. I can visit by tapping this from the homepage. You can go to Games Afterpulse, or you can just type in oldmanwillis.com/afterpulse or afterpulse.oldmanwillis.com. Easy as that. Hopefully that's simple enough. But yeah, extremely basic design right now, nothing special. We'll get around to improving that eventually. But I want to go over a guide here. You know, I got a couple guides up. Once again, extremely basic, nothing pretty at all, but it gets you what you need. A few things that you might be looking for. So we're going over calculating cash to upgrade from a given level to another given level. So this is what I'm calling the Fusion Cost Calculator. If you're an Afterpulse, you know, powering up is called Fusion, you know, fusing weapons, I guess. So this is a Fusion Cost Calculator. We got version 1.4 here. More improvements coming soon. I will build this out over time, make it prettier and all that, just like the rest of the website. But for now, I'll give you an example. So going from level 1, you know, 0 XP to level 40, completing level 39, getting to level 40. This is how much it costs. 11 million cash with all 1-star material, about 5 million with all 2-star material, and about 2.6 million with all 3-star material. And then if you have insane amounts of gold, if you're balling like that, I calculated how much 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, and 7-star material it would take. And so with all 4-star material, it would cost 20,187 gold plus 565,000 cash. And so the gold is the cost of the weapons, and the cash is the cost of the power-ups, because it does cost an extra certain amount of cash depending on what weapon you use to fuse that weapon with the weapon you're upgrading, right? So when we go to 5-star, it costs just under 10,000 gold to get the weapons, and then to use those weapons and actually power up your gun from level 1 to 40, it'll cost 435,000. Then with all 6-star material, you'd be insane if you use that. If you play this game, you know pretty much got to save any 6-star you get to use as burners, we call them, to make a 7-star. But I just calculated it for fun. It would cost 4,000 gold, just over 4,000, and then 290,000 cash. So if we got a 6-star on every weapon we pulled, you know how easy this game would be, man? That would be so nice. And then with all 7-star material, I just put 0 gold, since you can't spend gold to get a 7-star weapon. You can only build 7-star weapons, so it's actually astronomically high in a sense. We can really only put 0 because I don't really know what number you would put there. But the cash required to go from level 1 to level 40 with all 7-star guns, if you were ever insane enough to do this, would be approximately 168,000. So, you know, you can do all different levels, level 1 to 11. You know, you can't go backwards. That will trigger a warning. You know, going level 14 to 11 just simply doesn't make sense. You can't go to the same level. That doesn't make sense. But you can do one level at a time, whatever. 35 to 40, any combination like that. You know, these aren't exact numbers, but they are pretty close. They should be really close. And soon I will average the 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star drop rates, and I'll be able to estimate the total cost to power up with just military crates. So 1 to 3-star weapons, you know, kind of combining all of these, because obviously you're not going to get all 1-star material when you open the 4,000 cash military weapons crates, right? You're going to get some 2-stars and you're going to get a few 3-stars, right? So that's going to cut down from this 5,600,000, and you're going to get a little different numbers. So I will approximate that eventually, but once again, it will be an estimation because there's no way to know the exact drop rates at this time, if they even have exact drop rates. I don't know, for all we know, they could change them every single day. If we don't really know, but I'll show you how I came up with these calculations if you're still interested. So a couple notes here. A weapon's XP contributed does not change based on its level, only its star rank. And so what I mean by level is the levels 1 to 40, and the star rank is the number of stars for the weapon from 1 star all the way to 7 stars. So if you upgrade with, when I say fuse, I mean upgrade with, if you fuse a 1 star weapon, it's going to be the same exact amount of XP gained, which is right here, XP gained for fusion with a 1 star weapon. It's going to be the same amount whether that weapon is level 1 or level 10. If you fuse with a 7 star weapon, it's going to be the same amount of XP, even if that weapon is level 1 compared to level 40. The level does not make a difference. I tested this, and that is an important note. I also have a note to fine-tune these numbers, and so this is part of the reason that the calculations are not exact. I guess it's probably the main thing that needs to be fine-tuned to make these a little more exact, but they should be pretty darn close. Yeah, so these are the XP gained when you fuse with the given star weapon. 1 star weapon, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, 6 star, and 7 star. You can see how much it goes up, how much more a 7 star weapon is worth than a 1 star weapon, even like a 3 star weapon compared to a 1 star. I mean, what is that, like almost 6 times, 5 times. 1 3 star weapon is worth 5 times the number of 1 stars. 3 star weapon is worth 5 1 stars basically. So that's cool to see, interesting. That's kind of how I came up with my calculations. And obviously the cost of military weapons crate 4,000 cash, and then cost of restricted weapons crate 75 gold. Then we have the cost to fuse. So when you fuse one star, it costs 500 cash, and so if you fuse 6 1 stars, that would be 3,000 cash. It scales linearly, just a standard fixed cost per weapon. A 2 star costs 800, 3 star 1,300, 4 star 2,100, 1 5 star 3,400, 1 6 star 5,400, and 1 7 star 8,600 cash to fuse. So given those numbers, we have levels in our A column here, 1 to 40, and once you hit level 40, you can't complete level 40, you reach level 40, you complete level 39 to get to level 40, and so these numbers here are the XP and the cost required to complete that level. So there's 379 XP in level 1, and it costs, total cost to complete the level with 1 star weapons only. This is the cost of the crates and fusions, so this is the cost to complete the level. Level 2 is 455 XP. You can see how much the XP goes up. I don't know if there's a pattern or a formula. If you guys are mathematically gifted out there and want to contribute to this, feel free to hit me up, and you could make a copy of this spreadsheet, do some of your magic on it, see what you can come up with. I'm sure you could visualize this in graphs and whatever, but it's all just a matter of time, putting more time into this, and whatever, it could be fun in the future. But for now, this is what it is, and this is how we come up with our costs. So we have the XP for the level divided by the XP gained, the fusion for 1 fusion with that star level weapon for what we're calculating. We have 1 star here, 2 star here, 3 star here, 4 star here, etc. And so that gives us the number of weapons required to complete the level. And so this is where it's not exactly perfect, because you can't fuse with a fraction of a weapon, right? So adding this into the formula, into the program that does the calculation to show it on the website, that's a bit more work. Certainly not too challenging or anything. It just takes a bit of time and some sound logic, but that basically gives you the number of weapons, and then we multiply by the cost of a weapon. So that gives you the cost of the weapons, acquiring the weapons that you need, the material that you need to complete the level. And then once you have the weapons, you're not done. You also have to add, that's why we have plus, you have to add the cost of fusion. And so once again, we calculate the number of weapons required. I guess I could show you the number of weapons here as well. That'd be really easy to show with the current implementation. I could show you that as well, and because that's just the XP divided by the XP per 1 weapon. So we could get the number of weapons for each level very easily, but we have number of weapons times the cost to fuse each of those weapons. And so once again, you can't have fractions of a weapon, so it's not perfectly exact, but it is a pretty dang good estimate, so it should be close enough. And that's as simple as it gets in terms of formulas. Basically number of weapons times the cost of the crate plus number of weapons times the cost to fuse each weapon. So that's how we got all these different numbers to complete each level. This is a 1 star, all 1 star weapons, all 2 star weapons, all 3 star weapons, and then for 4 star and higher we have to calculate gold and cash separately, since the weapons cost gold and the power up, the fusion, costs cash. So we basically just split the formula between the sides here. Basically, this is 1/2 of the formula. We have number of weapons times 75 times the gold. That's the amount of gold. In other words, the number of weapons, the gold required to buy the weapons you need. Once again, we could easily display the number of weapons required. And then we have the cash used to fuse. So this is just the second half of the formulas I was showing you before. Number of weapons times the cost to fuse. You see that's linked to this cell over here. So extremely simple. That's basically how it's done. And so if you use the tool and you're going level 1 to level 40, basically the tool just adds up all of these numbers. If you add up all of these numbers, that's your estimated, but that's your cost of going from a level 1 to level 40. So hopefully that makes sense. There will be improvements in the future. If you got ideas or requests, let me know in the comments below. But just wanted to show you guys this, bring it to your attention if you don't know. If you're in my Discord, I'm sure you know about it already, but I'm sure some of you out there don't care to join Discord or anything like that, so you might not know about it, and it might be helpful. It is a commonly asked question, and it will get better over time. I'll build it out. The more use it gets, the more it's worth spending time on, if that makes sense. So let me know if it's useful, let me know if you enjoy it, and hopefully this video made sense. Definitely not anything crazy exciting, but hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully it's useful to you if you're still watching at this point. And yeah, that'll do it. Be sure to check out some of these other guides. I'll work on getting some more up there and making this a little more pretty eventually, but that's just a section of the Afterpulse wiki for now, and figured I'd make this video since I literally cannot even open the app right now. I don't want to get into all this right now, but I said I was quitting Afterpulse. That was more or less a threat to quit Afterpulse. Wasn't really quitting Afterpulse, but it seems they have taken my words to heart and made it very easy for me to quit by making my account inaccessible. I can log into other people's accounts just fine, and the app works just fine on my phone, on my device, but when I try to log into my account, it crashes on startup. So I don't know what's going on. Really disappointing. After all of this work put into this game, I can't even play it, can't even open the app. So we'll see what the future holds for Afterpulse, but either way, I put some time into doing all this work, and just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention. Hopefully it's useful. So that'll do it for this video. We'll see what the future has in store for us here in Afterpulse and the future of the Gaming Willis channel. I don't know how to end this video. Guess I'll just say goodbye. So goodbye. I'll catch you on the next video.